juga Dennis Sugar.
All right, good people. This is just an after show, man, because I just got off the Coliseum just ended, and they left a bad taste in my mouth. Uh, when Craig got up here, shout out to Craig. It's no ill will, but the thing is that when he said that she doesn't need to have any kind of platform or policy as long as the poll says that she wins, if you're going to elect her, um, you want to elect her as president, she doesn't need to have anything except what the press behind her, and she's supposed to be your president of the United States of the free world, and that's okay. And that's okay. Come on. So I don't do domestic politics because it's not about policy. It's not about outcomes. It's about who I want to elect class president. For 4 years, and then complain about the policies and stuff coming out of it, and sometimes even lie about it. Okay, like the inflation rate and then the immigration and stuff like that. Or because I like the person, I'm going to lie about it. I'm going to cover the shit up. That's why I don't do it anymore. Okay, that's why I don't go right or left or Trump or Biden or any Democrat or Republican. That's why I don't do this shit anymore because it's about emotion. And it's not based on anything. And people, because they're the favorite candidate, they cover the shit up. And I thought this space was more progressive and more intelligent and more truthful. And I'm sadly disappointed. Um, That's what I was telling Craig. So you're going to weigh, I said, if she has to do a debate, okay? And who says if she has a good debate, that's going to make her president of the United States without putting any kind of policy or any kind of background or anything what she's going to do, and that's okay? And she's supposed to be president without even campaigning for the most part?
No, BGS, and that's sad. I sat back all night and I listened. I listened with my ears and said much.
Uh huh.
Just for him to utter that out, it was like, remember 4 years ago when we were talking about Cheeto, how
Yeah.
towards the end, all he was doing was throwing shit up on the wall, hoping it would stick, and
Yeah.
thought we were gullible enough to believe it. That's
Yeah.
the same thing I'm feeling right now. When
Yeah.
I heard you
They're
go,
not even throwing shit up against the wall. They're not saying anything.
yeah, that's what makes it worse.
That makes it
She
worse.
had no, she had absolutely nothing to say during that Democratic convention. I'm only going to do X, Y, and Z, but never told us how she was going to do it. I'm
She
like, if that wasn't a playbook out of the late 1950s and 1960s political game plan, where we just go give you a bunch of bullshit and we don't have to explain it, just trust us. No,
they didn't
no.
even do that in the 50s. They had to explain what they were going to do about policy, about correcting things. They had to actually go out and meet the people and campaign and promise shit. She ain't even promised shit.
For the most part, you're correct.
And the thing is, they had to go in front of the press. They had to talk to news reporters and people. Okay, Lincoln had to do that shit. Okay, back in the 19th century. Okay,
BJ's,
yes, sir.
every candidate who has put themselves in the public eye has basically shake hands, kiss babies.
Yes.
This new shit here, I don't, this new philosophy or experiment, I have never seen this.
Say what you want to about Trump. His first campaign was nothing but in the fucking press and talking to reporters. Okay, on a daily basis, not a weekly basis or a monthly basis, a daily basis. Okay, and they rode him like a horse throughout the whole
Yeah,
2 years he campaign. This chick ain't been a month. Okay, you crowning her queen of the month now.
And
the
that's
Dems.
And
yeah.
what I'm saying is, I understand with the civilians, with things and that's okay with you.
Well, you know what's disturbing, BJ's, and
Yes,
I'm
sir.
glad we had that last section towards the end. The
Hmm.
fact that he's it, Craig is using polls and he
Yeah.
says, "Well, I don't have any self-interest, but I'm speaking on something
Hmm.
that he's not going to participate in." But
Yeah.
then also the fact that those media platforms don't even have the same pull as they used to.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you brought it up. Like, how do we know if the information is accurate? And then you're going to say Trump is inadequate to be.
Yes. Yeah. A bad candidate. Based on what? Based on the polls. How do you know those polls
And
are correct? They've lied to us before. Well, I
and
trust the polls.
this from
Okay.
a man who had at least a 4 year. He earned a 4 year track record. We're not saying his track record is perfect, but guess what? I am more confident in his 4 year track record than her zero track record as a president. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Big Al. Trump,
Hold on.
I'm
But
sorry. Go on.
Spain, man, Obama campaigned for 3 years. Okay.
Yes.
And met the people was debated and basically put his policy out there online. Okay, okay, it's not the same.
I
Who's
mean,
got the
BJ's.
TV on?
I'm sorry for the background noise.
Oh, that's you. Okay, all right. Oh, we'll
Yeah,
live with it.
I
We'll live
apologize.
with it. No,
Um,
we'll live with it.
but just like the fact that I remember you saying this, BGS, when it came to Obama going to Iowa
Yes,
in front of all those 99% white women. What
yes,
did he do? he,
yeah.
he campaigned.
He campaigned.
He shook hands, kissed babies,
Yes, with with
made
with
everyone
with
feel
with,
comfortable
with regular folks. I mean,
with regular folks.
and talk to the press and all that other kind of stuff. You remember Joe the plumber? Okay,
Yep.
yeah, he walked the street. Is she doing that?
Especially in a space where it's like you can even choreograph it. I mean, we just saw Sunday church at the DNC. You could just basically have a bunch of shows and just create the environment. But they're not even trying to do that with the woman.
Yeah, the thing is, I tell them I understand with regular civilians that don't follow this stuff. I understand that. Okay, that might be the case. Okay, I don't know. Okay, but thing is, but you guys come on these platforms using this stuff as arguments about how come she doesn't need to have a platform or actually get questioned by the press or sit down with for an interview. Biden just did like three of them. Okay, he's president.
Yes, 60 minutes with
Yeah.
all Alzheimer's, all health issues, and all
Yes.
in the
I'm
DNC.
I'm not saying it wasn't a fluff. He didn't have a favorable interviewer, but thing is, but he did sit down. Okay, she hasn't done any of that, and no, and people are saying that's okay. Okay, and he's been president. He's been in politics for 50 years. Okay, he's been vetted, up, down, and sideways, good and bad.
I mean, be just every world leader, Netanyahu, the former president of Iran, has done a sat down interview.
Yes.
Like, what makes you think this? It's not even. I like you said, it's not the civilians that I'm concerned, but the people like you mentioned come into this space and make it seem like this new way of doing politics is efficient and acceptable.
Okay.
It's crazy to
Well,
me.
then say that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't. We're going to accept her on face value according to the polls and what the press says about her. She don't have to sit down and do anything. Okay. Okay. Then there's nothing to argue about. There's nothing to argue about. Well, what Trump says it doesn't say doesn't matter. There's nothing to argue about. So why are we
And
on this platform arguing back and forth about shit that don't matter?
yep. And even I think he mentioned like, oh, it's going to be brought up by the independents. Well, obviously we saw with the joining forces of RFK, right?
Uh huh.
Where that put is going to put more pressure on the Democratic Party because it's Cuomo. I remember I sent it to you guys. Cuomo said it best. The Democratic Party, and you brought this up, BJS. It is
Hmm.
neocon and it's basically an elitist class.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But you got people like Sabby Sabs. You got people like Jory, not Jory. What they call it? I forget her name. Right? She's on YouTube. You got Yvette Carnell, and you got the Tone Talks. Right? Just four of them that I know of. The hardcore Democrats don't like her. They can't stand her, but they don't like her. They don't like what's going on.
No, this parade that this Democratic Party making it seem like it's carnival in a in an economy where if this thing tips any further, we all jammed up. Um,
And just bring your ass up here, man. But go ahead.
it's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. I mean, I've always said this social experiment that the Democratic Party is really
Out of desperation. Okay.
yes.
Brianna Joy Gray. Yeah. Thanks, God handles. They don't like her. Okay. There's a lot of Democrats, the stomp down hardcore Democrats that don't like her. Okay. And they're speaking out. Okay. They're speaking out. They don't like her. A lot of your realist Democrats don't like her. So how can you say it's the independents? No, it's not the independents. Okay. You have a whole bunch of swing votes, just like the Bernie Bros that were Democrats that switched sides to the Republican Party. Okay, like what's your name? Stomp down liberals like I play him like what's his name? Jamal Thomas. He's a stomp down lefty, uh, progressive, right? He don't like her. She had put out a platform. Basically, she hasn't done anything. But you willing to make her president of the United States? Really? Is you can't Anacetus? Okay, are you willing to put up a woman that can't that not qualified in office without even trying to qualify? Is that what you're saying? That it's Trump's fault that she's not a viable candidate? Is that what you're saying? And you're okay with this? That's what I'm talking
Can't even
about. That's
Can't even do 60 minutes.
that's why I don't do domestic politics. This is why, okay? Because it's insane. A woman is not. I don't. If you're gonna elect her, okay, if you're gonna elect her, at least make sure that she's fucking qualified. Put her to the goddamn test. Every test they put her as vice president to put her in the president's position, she's failed. But nobody talks about that shit. I mean, I think the only person that talked about it was Vance. That's why they go down to the border czar. She ran. She was down there for 2 days, and she ran because she couldn't handle it. But you want to put her up as president? Really?
She doesn't deserve it, boss. She doesn't deserve it.
I mean, basically, in McDrama Bear, if she can win in 100 days without campaigning, without putting up a policy or none of that, we're willing to elect her, then redesigning the election process is not going to matter because it's the people. It's not the election, not the process. It's the people. They don't give a shit anymore. And sometimes I look at this country, I can't blame them for not giving a shit.
BGS,
Because I'm about 1 inch from not giving a shit my goddamn self. Okay.
BJ, I was gonna say, even at the DNC, man, just to pick up what Cuomo was saying, they
Hmm.
were selling box seats for like, I think he was saying something crazy, like $1 million to 5 million. Um, it just looked like a massive super elite donor class.
I was talking about the convention.
Yeah,
Or
at the convention, right?
yeah.
And for him to even say that, and I think I sent the gentleman, what's his name? He does a lot of interviews. John Tossel, if I'm saying his name correctly,
Hmm.
he's a super liberal. He's like, I can't even recognize this Democratic Party anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. And basically, what Anastasia is saying. Okay.
I'm done. I'm done with life. And it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
Trump is Jermaine now. It's all his fault. Everything is his fault. She ain't got a campaign. She ain't got to do interviews. Yada 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 because it's Trump's fault.
Yep, he's
Really?
a racist. He's this.
Yeah.
It's just it's dangerous, man. This is I can see why you raise the concern and like Black Guru, like the to put the country at this put it at jeopardy,
Yeah.
and not understand like this is a superpower. You
Yeah.
can't have children running the office.
Yeah. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, maybe okay, but now with all the stuff that's going on with the dollar, with 2.5 wars, with the BRICS rising, on the brink of nuclear war, sometimes you're gonna put an unqualified person in office? Really? Okay, all right.
And even the stuff that she's even stated, like price controls, so all these things that you're like, is this woman who's in her camp, or is he just saying things just to, you know what I mean, to show level of comfort, a false level of comfort.
Anacetus, man, shut up, Anacetus. Okay, I don't want to hear from you. Okay, well, we already humbled you. Okay, you want another apology? What I'm saying is, are you willing to elect her, Anacetus? That's what I'm asking. Straight up, point blank, no chaser. Are you willing to actually elect her president? Are you willing to elect her? Has nothing to do with what people want or what people think they want because you have no clue. But the thing is, are you willing to elect her on the information that you have about her? And do you guys really hate Trump that bad to fuck up your own country? Because what she wants to do is pass that bill so all those 10 million immigrants that she let in can be actually become citizens. That's what they want. That's what that immigration bill in 2023 was about. Giving them a quick path to citizenship. It's supposed to give them asylum, and then within what 6 months to a year they become citizens. That's how the Republicans didn't sign that shit. So that's all I'm saying. That's it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And the best arguments you give me is the fucking polls. Is that it? I wouldn't do it either because the poll said that she can win without campaigning, and you want to elect her without campaigning, without even knowing what she's going to do, without a promise, okay, without a platform. And this is America, okay, all right. Anacetus is speaking towards the. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give a shit. I'm talking about us in this circle. You want to elect a woman because of what? Without no qualifications, really? Is this where we are? Is this where we are? And you guys thinking this is okay? Well, Trump should do better. Trump don't control the press. Trump's gonna control TV channels. Okay, if they're all in on it, do I promote her and make her president and sell her to you? That's what they're gonna do. Are you willing to buy her?
You know what's crazy, BJS? The
Hmm.
fact that Trump had to create his own social media platform
Hmm.
just to get his point of view across is crazy to me. I've never seen that in any other presidency.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they put Tulsi Gabbard on the watch list, okay, terrorist watch list because she was outspoken against Kamala.
I mean, RFK, they
RFK,
blackballed him.
they
It's
blackballed
to the
him.
point. It's to the point. None of her opponents or adversaries can say nothing bad about her because the media has her so covered in a cloak of bullshit, and she's got her little intimate machine doing regular people so bad. It just makes you wonder. You right? You right, BJ. This is sick.
No, we ain't the entire. Has nothing to do with the goddamn electorate. It's about a moral code. Are you willing to
Yeah,
elect her without any qualifications? I'm asking you, Infinite Observer. Are you willing to elect her without any kind of debate, without any kind of questioning? Are you willing to elect her on that basis? That's what I'm asking. I
I
don't care.
mean,
I don't give a fuck about everybody else.
it's just like, would you hire someone with no? Yeah, would you hire anyone with no qualifications? There has to be a standard.
I'm I'm asking because I'm getting the same thing. Or we don't control it, and the electorate's going to elect her, and yada yada. Oh, that's why fuck it. Give it. Just put her in office. Fuck it. Just put her in office now, and let it go. I have reasons for not wanting her to be elected, but at the end of the day, ain't shit I can do about it. Okay, but all I can do is actually question what's the process that's going on, and say she should at least put up a platform, at least give us information. She's not even doing the minimum. Okay,
I mean,
not even the bare minimum.
she don't even got nothing on the website
I
still,
know.
and people think that's acceptable. Like,
Yes. So in other words, so what is this? Is Trump's fault? Why is it Trump's fault that she can't give you at least some kind of platform? Okay, instead of I'm black. If that's Obama didn't do Obama, actually gave you a platform. Okay, and promises and all whole bunch of other shit that went along with it. Okay, he actually had to meet with the G20 and do shit. What has she done? What has she talked about?
it's crazy, BJS, when you look at the Democratic Party's been in office for almost what, eight? We had Barack 2 terms, Biden, and they even have a efficient list of things that they even that they presented to the public eye. And this woman has not presented anything.
Yeah.
And people,
Basically, most of the Democratic Party doesn't believe that she's qualified. Okay, but the thing is, they have no choice. They don't believe that she's qualified. They were willing to stick with Biden in his diminished capacity rather than her. But the thing is, at the end of the day, he can't run anymore, and she's all that's left. And people are willing to buy her because they don't want Trump. Okay, you'll say I don't. I would rather her than Trump. I don't care how bad she is. Okay, I can't argue that. The knee pad in chief. They don't care. She
Yeah,
could be a dead body. They just don't want Trump.
yeah.
That's what I'm
She's
getting.
she's a music artist who can't sing, but everybody love her.
Yeah,
Got two left feet, can't dance, but they still love her.
yeah, yeah. She's a one hit wonder. That's all I want to say. If you guys got something to say, I just had to get it off my chest. They kind of left a bad taste in my mouth when Craig said that
No,
shit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it be just the thing that is just is I I never thought being a millennial that I would see politics deteriorate this to this magnitude and people feel comfortable with it. It's like the dumbing down of society, right?
Yeah,
And in America is comfortable with it. And
yeah,
this is where it gets dangerous. You know what I mean? You have, much love to Craig, but at the end of the day, with all due respect, you're advocating for something that one, you're not even being critical of. And two, you're just saying it's acceptable.
hmm
So you're telling mediocrity is okay in America. That's what I get out of it.
yeah. Or less than mediocrity. She ain't mediocre.
Yeah, yeah, Lester, thank you for correcting me.
Yeah, yeah,
My take on it is a little old fashioned and it's a little different because I'm about 15, 16 behind BGS, but I grew up in an era where we had to vet them, we had to think, we had to ask questions as a public and a people, and it meant something. But to see what we're looking at now and how the media monsters literally just pushing her off a nothing burger
yeah,
and and they're trying to guilt shame you and use the good old sign language thing that you presented a while back, BTS.
yeah.
It's to the point where I'm literally I, I have to say it, I'm scared because for the simple fact the rationale of the American public is literally gone to shit. Where you want to prop up this woman for the sake of, oh, we just got to say we're getting a woman up in there. Okay, if you want a woman president, that's one thing, that's fine. But at least give us some material on this person so we can make a clear and rational decision on what she has to offer. Is she suitable this way, that way? But they're not doing it. You force feeding her down our throat, and she's not the one. She isn't the one. I'm sorry. You call me misogynist or whatever, but no, she's not.
I mean, Big Al, I wouldn't even say that at all, brother. What's his name? I don't know if you saw it, BGS. The gentleman, Bill Maher.
Yeah,
He was like, I'm not voting for a woman who's the first black and first, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he made it quite clear. And he's a very staunch liberal. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? For him to even,
I,
come
I,
out and
I,
say,
I think he would vote if Michelle Obama ran. I think he'd vote for her.
yeah,
But
I mean,
her, I mean,
yeah,
what is yeah, if she was qualified, I would actually vote for her. She's not even qualified. At least not that I know of. But
no.
nobody cares. I don't think anybody cares.
And that's what, this, even with Craig, the fact that, as we mentioned to him, that he think it's acceptable for her not to even show her face, shake hands, kiss babies. On
Michael, John Vier, who are you, man? Because it says send link. The link is in the chat, but who are you? Because I
um
don't recognize your name. So I'm talking. He's in the chat. I don't recognize your name. And it's late night. I don't want to. I don't want any trolls. Okay. Anyway, continue.
yeah, where, again, he just thinks this new wave of politics where you don't shake and kiss babies. 20, how
Yeah.
many more days before? Like maybe
Yeah.
20 days left.
Yeah.
And You and again, like I mentioned before, independent media, just like how we're discussing this,
Yeah,
everyone is taking this very serious.
yeah,
And I don't know how this ain't, you know what I mean? The if you don't think these platforms behind the scenes are not, especially Tulsi Gabbard, she's even coming out even ever since that interview she did BGS that you
yeah, yeah,
she has been way more outspoken.
yeah. I mean, you put me on. I'm a congressman. You put me on the tourist watch list. I'm gonna be a little salty. Okay.
Like
Yeah,
every everyone's
I
coming
mean,
out.
you gotta have your so you gotta have your backup plan too. You know, in case they try to do something to, you be like, okay, I'm
Well,
letting
even
y'all
that,
know
but
this.
I mean,
This the
we're at a
breadcrumbs right
point
here.
because
Who
this
are
is
you,
You
not
know
Mike
what I'm
J?
again.
saying?
Hold on, Mike
I'm
J.
sorry.
Who are you, man?
Hey, you remember me? I'm the one that was blaming all the boomers.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right.
Can't blame it
Yeah,
on the boomers this time. Well, go ahead.
yeah. I was just saying, like this is a critical point in America. This is I wouldn't say American history, the world history. This is not. This ain't no George Bush versus what's his name Al Gore type situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this is
Oh yeah, this is a temper point right here.
I
this
mean,
is a
uh,
real
uh,
tipping point.
you comparing Kamala Harris to Obama? Come on now.
Not even close,
Not even
man.
close. Come on, man.
Just look at the DNC itself. I mean, for those who watched it, they I see why they they thought that the best what they say save the best for last. That shit was
Yeah.
terrible.
No, it was again. It
I,
wasn't.
Uh, I wouldn't say it
They
was
weren't.
terrible.
Come
But
on,
no,
brother.
it
it
was
was
a
in,
It,
show.
it,
I
it was a
mean,
show.
It was
It was a show.
entertainment.
It was
That's it.
entertainment.
I mean, okay.
yeah,
The
that's
reason why I
fine.
say it, I'm gonna tell you, in my opinion, why I think it was terrible.
Good
If you
morning,
look at
niggas.
the, hey, what's up, Big Charles? If you look at the
Oh,
lineup of speakers,
Hmm.
even Biden's old ass with all the problems he got,
Hmm.
he even got the crowd energetic, riled up, involved.
Yeah.
Spoke. My he gave all the speakers, in my opinion, even
Hmm.
the actors, made you feel like you know what? There's actual vision. There's context to what they're saying
Hmm.
and there's a direction where we know, all right, this is what we can establish. When I heard the woman speak, I'm like, okay, all I heard was insults, women's rights that are going to the states, and nothing else.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, how? I mean, we're supporting abortion. I will pass, uh, push for abortion bill in Congress. Okay, yeah, but then what are you going to do about my food prices or my housing prices? Okay,
you
to
know,
support my
Don't worry
kids.
about it.
you
The
know,
priority is that we can kill these motherfuckers.
you know what's funny?
What's that,
I thought Skeletor was a dude, but anyway.
Mr.
Um,
Mr. Me Too? If you want to bring your ass up, or you can. Okay, you trying to compare
hey,
Kamala Harris?
BGS.
What's that?
It's the fact that. Go ahead. I'll go after you.
No, go ahead.
No, like I mean, good luck finding men who are going to be productive in society when you just keep giving all these handouts and we don't benefit from it. It's not like they got programs specifically for men to help us. You know, these women's uh, levels for what they want a man to be gets higher and higher.
Mm-hmm.
Wages are getting lower. They're not keeping up with inflation. Yet
Okay.
they want to expand all these social welfare programs
With what?
that tend
With
to
what?
tend to only benefit women.
With what money?
They're running out of it.
No, 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 no. I want to
Um,
ask you. With what money?
the money that they take out of my check, they take
No, no, no,
almost
no,
over
no.
five hundred dollars
No,
every
no,
week
no.
out of my check.
No, no. You have a $35 trillion deficit. With what money? It doesn't come out of your check.
It's that
Well,
don't come
well,
out
the
your check, brother.
United States have a unlimited black card that
No,
they
they don't.
No,
spend,
we
It's not
don't.
No, they
and they,
unlimited.
don't.
It's not
that's
No, we
not
unlimited.
the
It's
don't.
not.
the
It's not.
more involved in and government,
Uh,
the
uh,
more you
No.
realize
uh,
the more
okay.
the more you realize
Okay.
this
Yeah.
in the
All right.
government system,
I,
everything said to be.
go. Go. I will say this, Jay. Go back and read, man. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, it was a prophet.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Ted DiBiase,
Mm-hmm.
and he was famous. And you know what
Right.
his famous quote was? Everybody's got a price.
Everybody.
Everybody's
Yeah.
got a price.
Everybody got
Some
that.
may cost a little,
but some may cost a lot, but
Yeah,
everybody pays.
everybody does
Okay,
pay.
And that's especially for countries.
but
Hmm.
my
And
point is this.
What's
I'm
your
sorry. Go
point,
ahead.
man? They're giving the goddamn women's money to fucking immigrants coming across the border. That's why they're pissed off. Okay,
Yeah,
but did you know?
but like
No, did you know that?
I know, but we need the immigrants to pay the taxes so we could
they're not paying
go to
taxes.
war.
They're taking number one.
They
Let
eventually
me
will.
Okay,
BGS. That's
all right, man.
BGS.
All right, man.
Remember
Okay, pipe down,
BGS?
man.
I said you're Bison. You're
I
in
know.
Bison. You're
Hmm.
matter of fact, you're not even in Bison. You're Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. You're a Kuma. You just killed Bison. Let me handle this. Number one, how much money do we have to spend if we gave Ukraine 2 billion? We
Two
gave,
billion. 2 billion.
I mean, excuse me, 200
Two hundred
billion.
billion.
200 billion. Then we gave what?
Israel,
X amount.
50, 60,
Israel like
60.
60 billion.
Mm.
Then we're giving enormous amounts of money to illegal immigrants.
NATO.
NATO. We still fund NATO. Where did we pay for 90% of NATO?
And BCS, do you believe that that immigrants are getting $25,000 to buy food trucks from black women?
It
Do
was
you believe it?
she documented that shit. Yes, I do believe it.
Yeah,
Yes,
do you believe it?
NATO. Matter of fact, wait a minute. I'm not finished. I got to BGS.
Are, are,
Stand
are,
down.
are,
Stand
aren't
down.
you out? Hold on a second. Aren't you out of Chicago, man?
Yeah, yeah,
You see that shit on the street, don't you?
yeah. I know they the only ones that be out there. But if I try to start my own
No, 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 no,
food
no.
truck,
What I'm saying,
they're
you
gonna
see
come
that
down. With, go
when
ahead.
you're seeing that you ask the question to me, you see that shit on the street, don't you?
I'm thinking they
No,
saving
no,
their
no, no,
money
no,
up.
no.
They
Nah,
they tend
nah,
to a one
25,000.
bedroom.
nah, nigga, nah. You see this shit in Chicago. What are you talking about?
I thought they was really pulling themselves off the
No,
bootstraps.
no, no. Oh, get the
All right,
fuck out of
Judy.
here.
A quick good question. Are you trolling?
You must be.
No, I'm
Yeah,
dead ass serious.
no,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I thought they didn't get no handouts. I thought
The
they really pulled
bullshit.
themselves
No,
off.
he's trolling, man.
How do you
No, I'm
get?
not
How do you
trolling. I'm
get?
I'm calling
serious.
All
trolling.
right.
I'm
Hey,
being
hey,
honest.
Jay, pipe down, man. Pipe down.
How do
Okay.
you? How do you not
No, no, no,
see this shit?
no, no. He doesn't know shit, man. He don't know shit. He's
I
seeing it,
didn't
but he
know they
don't know.
was giving $25,000 to go buy businesses and food
Yeah,
trucks. I knew
nigga.
the
How do you
Arab I
get?
knew the Arabs would get money
All right.
to
Okay,
start
okay.
gas stations in our communities.
I'm,
Hold on. Let me give him his 2 minutes, man. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, man. Go ahead and get your 2 minutes. Go ahead and get it off, man. Get it off your chest, okay?
Look, I knew the Arabs and the East Indians would get money to start businesses and stuff, but I didn't know the Mexicans were, the Hispanics were. I didn't know that.
Keep going. You got another a minute and 45 seconds. Keep going. Get it off your chest.
Right. I didn't know they was giving them money like that. I didn't know that. Yeah, I
Keep
didn't know that.
no, keep no,
That's
no. You
it.
got you still got a minute.
So
No, keep going. No,
30
no,
a
no, no, no,
minute.
no, 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 no. Because you keep talking, interrupting people. Keep going. Get it off your chest.
La 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 la
Uh,
la la
oh,
la
oh,
la.
now, Jay, shut the fuck up now, okay?
All right, I'm gonna shut up. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay,
Jesus
go ahead.
Christ, what was that? I mean,
No, no, he ain't got nothing to say. He's just chiming in, man.
it's 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 like I said before. When I'm looking at Kamala,
Mhm.
it looks like a repetitive puppet. Like somebody's got their hand on up her ass. Map, 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 map. I'm gonna do this about abortion. But who the fuck cares when we can't eat? It's the old saying I said about the Bible. There's a reason why Jesus fed the body so he could talk to the soul.
What,
Nobody gives a damn about abortion if they
what
can't afford shit.
what else does she have to run on?
Yeah, I mean, she's running on a Democratic.
She's a good orator.
She's
what?
No,
the
no, she's
walking
not. No, she's
What?
not. No, she's
no,
not.
she's the
No, she's
What
walking.
I
else,
not.
mean,
Charles?
She's the
What
walking
I'm being
Democratic.
if
sarcastic because that's what Willie Brown
if you
told
were
me.
running her campaign, what would you have her say?
Have as close to nothing as possible.
But
That's what she's doing.
she's a walking Democratic platform. That's all that is. At the end of the day, man. Um, yeah, they really, and it goes back to. I mean, I don't know if you're correct. I'm going to talk about what she shouldn't say policy, but this is one of those things that, like, if people
You're Borgin.
can you hear me better now?
Yeah, get close to the mic. Yeah.
Yeah, if people can't,
Good God.
if she doesn't get held accountable,
Uh-huh.
when I say hold accountable, I'm talking to people going to have to hold her accountable. I mean, the media, if the media chooses to let her get away with that, because then folks deserve the government they get. They really do. Because if she, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if she's not answering questions now, why the fuck do you think she gonna answer them when she getting a damn
What is
job?
the thing is, we have people on this freaking platform that say they know what the fuck they're talking about, saying she don't have to answer no goddamn question.
And
The
that's scary.
the the
That's
the,
scary as
the
fuck.
problem with and the issue is because I heard the back and forth for Craig. The thing about Craig when he says that is, it's like, dude, we're not fucking calling basketball or football games like that. That's how he's treating it. And so when he looks at those polls, he's trying to say he's divorcing himself. It's almost like he wants to interject, but not really saying shit. And we know Craig is smarter than that. So it's kind of like he wants to have it both ways. You're arguing about the responsibility, that a government has to its people to say what an agenda is, versus Craig is kind of like he's dismissing that. And the only way that I will let somebody get away with that is if we're talking about something that really don't mean shit. Like if we talk about, the LA Lakers versus Golden State
Yeah.
Warriors or some shit, like that's fine. But when we talking about something that's serious, because here's the thing, we all gonna suffer if she gets her ass in there. Just because they not televising it on the news don't mean folks ain't gonna be fucked out here. Like the
Mm.
reality that they give in the news don't mean shit. That's just, I
Mm.
mean, and Craig is very dismissive of that. He talk about, well,
He's
it don't matter if you
disingenuous.
already. No, I mean, I understand what he's saying, but I'm like, this shit is serious. Like if you got a kid, it's like me not having a kid, right? And then I'm talking to somebody that has a kid, and I'm just being flippant at the mouth about shit, and it's very obvious that because I'm not invested, I'm trying to talk when I don't have the investment. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
It's
I
No
said
weight
it.
behind what I'm saying because I don't have you get what I'm saying.
I said it a while ago. One, the first thing I said that it was over, and I was being very serious about that months
Hmm.
ago.
Hmm.
If she gets, if she gets in, I'm telling you guys, based on the numbers, if y'all thought it was over,
Hmm.
I want to say it's damn near impossible. If you're in the middle class, it's damn near impossible for you to thrive
Yeah.
because people are already so far behind the last 3.5 years, and based on what she's about, she will make it worse, which means it will be worse for the common person, which means you will never recover.
I said it
So,
before and I'm gonna say it again because she doesn't have this authority kind of aura that she gives. She gets in here and then they start trying to do like that Tulsi Gabbard shit.
Hmm.
That shit's not gonna fly. Like I'm not even talking about with Tulsi Gabbard. I'm just talking about, look, I'm gonna go as far as if they took a shot at Trump, ain't nobody immune to that.
I,
Like,
but
and
but
I'm not even like insinuating anything. But what I'm saying is, if she starts doing that, all they got to do is do that to the wrong
what was
person.
it? Are we willing to accept a candidate with nothing and vote her in?
That's the date.
According to
you know
Crab,
what's scary
No,
about
no, no.
that, which
Even according to Craig, I'm asking the question. If that's the case, I'm out. I don't care.
you know what's scary about that, BGS?
What's that?
The stupefaction of America. Never underestimate three types of people. What are they? The crazy, the desperate, and the stupid.
And stupid. That's true. I didn't think we
And
were
and right
that
now,
far
this
down.
is becoming we're in very scary territory. And you almost will you would almost want a fucking you would almost want a war over what we're facing now economically.
Oh, is that we come
I
to
mean,
that's
you would
correct.
almost damn
valid
near
point.
want that.
Yeah, valid point.
And I'm gonna put that. Somebody put that in the chat. You damn near want a war over the what the fuck we're facing right now, and the possibility of it getting worse.
well, I'm gonna keep it real, Charles. All this means is, this is gonna sound bad, but I'm gonna say it. All this tells me people are not suffering nearly as enough as what they need to
Oh,
be. No, I get what you're saying, Southie, but because it gets to a point where you're suffering so bad that you can't afford to be on this delusional shit. And the fact that this is even you know, the type of shit that people are saying, well, anybody but Trump and all of that. I mean, that's fine, but it shows you're really willing to put your life on it, because it's a lot of people. I get like a Ricky Smiley saying that, or people, they got well to do, they got money, you know, even Joy Reid. But when you got people that's really on the ground, they saying that, because understand, especially when you look at older folks where you got Social Security, you got stuff like that, and the people you lean on is younger. If they can't get
Yeah,
employed, you can't lean on. I mean, you don't have the time to be playing games
but
like that. And if you're willing to play like that, you're
They
not suffering
this
enough.
is
they
with the
blame
Ricky
Trump. That's the
Smiley.
problem.
Yeah.
They
I
blame
Well,
was
Trump.
Then
They
they're
say
not
say
suffering
that
enough.
was
i-
Jermaine's fault.
when
if
it
if
came.
That's
they
Jermaine's fault.
Yeah,
if in the Trump,
I would
when
say
he was
this when it
president
came to
Well,
and the
one at a
celebrities,
time.
economy
Sunday.
was
One at a time.
good,
One at a time. Yeah, one at a time. One at a time. Who's
when
first?
Trump
Yeah,
was the president and
I
the
was I
economy
was
was
gonna say
doing well,
Hold
when
on.
it
Hold on.
comes
Hold on.
what
Hold
they
on.
to.
say
Oh,
James.
okay, I
is,
James.
apologize.
Hold on.
No, I'm bogging down. I apologize. I'm in and out. My signal's not hearing everybody.
Okay.
My fault.
Okay.
what what they'll say is, okay, the reason that Trump's economy was good because he inherited it from Obama.
Hmm.
And then when the Biden economy and shit, then they're just gonna say, well, inherited that terrible economy from Trump.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna continue that bullshit with Kamala, because it ain't like Biden. Their inflation plan didn't do shit. So I mean, so what we gonna
It
say
made it
is,
worse, actually. It
like
made
I
it worse,
said, like
actually.
I said, you're not suffering enough.
And if Kamala get in office, it's gonna make it even worse. Because when she's talking about what these price controls for the grocery stores and the amount of debt that she want to incur by giving out this 25,000 new home stuff and all this.
The fact that she said about, look, I worked at a grocery store, I've worked in the grocery store business, like even in corporate. The fact that she said that dumb shit, the fact that she said that tells me so much.
I
Of
mean,
The
why
ma- the
didn't she
mar the
target?
margins is
One
like
time.
Why
One time.
didn't she
3%.
target?
One time.
Why didn't she target markets that actually are doing price gouging, like
because they're
the
yeah, they're
insurance market,
and
and all
even
these other
and here's the funny thing:
industries?
if you're gonna go after, here's the thing about it: the way the gouging works, it's even if you go with the grocery stores, it's not the grocery stores doing it. The grocery stores are the end point. They don't really, they control price, but they really don't control pricing.
No,
It's the people
they
that
have very
it's the
small
pe
margins.
it's the people that, like, so if you, let's say you buy Kellogg's or you buy like a cereal, they're telling what the grocery store is going to put, and depending on what stock they have. See, when you have a sale, like when you have things that are on sale, what that means
Hmm.
is they have too much of some shit in the warehouse and they're trying to get rid of it, and these things go on cycles, so you can almost predict the cycles. This is why white women know how to coupon like a motherfucker, because you can literally
Well,
predict the cycles. And so my point is, the price is not set by the grocery store. So the fact that you even said that shit tells me, even if we're going to go with that,
That
you
she
don't
doesn't know shit about
no,
economics.
she
That's what it
don't. She
tells me.
don't.
No.
She don't.
like like
I'll say
One
this
time.
one to
Go ahead.
piggyback on
Go ahead, James.
what he was saying. A perfect example is during COVID. I was in what do you call it, Home Depot, and I was looking at the appliances. So now they have the digital pricing on the appliances,
Oh yeah.
and so you be just you know what I'm talking about. So
Surge
you
pricing.
can
Yeah. Yeah.
so you can go into a store one day,
yeah, dynamic pricing.
and
Hmm.
then boom, these prices could be, let's say,
Hmm.
$20 less, and then the next day it'll jump up to $30, $40, right?
Sounds like Argentina, where it's
Right.
the dynamic
So
pricing. Yeah.
yeah, so for a woman, you know, to implement or even think about doing this shit, it's
Hmm.
just this just tells you, man. Like,
Well, and as far as that bullshit, well, Biden's in fucking office.
I
So
know.
the fact that that shit can even happen, that shit didn't happen under Trump. They started pulling that bullshit under Biden, which means that tells me y'all are at the sleep of the wheel domestically. See, that's the biggest thing about the Biden press. Like, other than the banks, pretty much everybody was like, "You on your own." And we about to deal with what's going on out here, because apparently the world's gonna end if we don't do whatever we got to do. Even though I see they already not fucking with the petrodollar, they are, you know what I'm saying? But long story short, um, it's like nobody has to account for that. And the thing is, the whole Democratic Party has to account for that. And no, it's like, and again, this is up to the people. If the people buy that, then you get the government you deserve. That's
Exactly, and that's the problem I'm having.
Yeah.
With intelligent people in this space saying the same shit. It's like, okay, all right, I give up. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the old saying? I really hate it when very intelligent people say the most disingenuous shit to your face, like you
What?
can't see it.
Yeah,
What?
like
And
I asked Craig, you said she would actually come up with a plan during the convention. I said, where is it? Well, she don't need to do it because the polls said she can win without doing it. Oh, all right, man.
let me ask you this question. I want this question for the whole panel in chat. Let's say me, James, and you know Dusty PhD came up with a plan for some paramilitary organization.
Hmm.
We're gonna attack this, you know, complex Z. First thing you're gonna be like, okay, what's the plan? Well, we don't need one. Would you be willing to go on that mission? But why can't anybody else answer that question about voting for her with some type of logic? Because why wouldn't you want to go on that mission? We got to raid this building. We're going to have half our troops come in by land, the other come by air.
You know. You know
And
what's
we,
funny?
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to give it to Ed. If you wouldn't follow me if I say we don't need a plan, why wouldn't you follow this motherfucker when they are in charge of the people who's doing shit like that? They're running for the job to be in charge of the people.
Well, because he's acting like this is like a championship playoff run, and then we just get to go to another season. Wait till next season. That it's almost like there's no consequence in having the job, and it's like that's absent. That's why it's like this thing about what are y'all really talking about when y'all having this back? Because you're talking about something BGS, but it's like well he's responding, but it's like absence of that piece, and he
Hmm.
acts like
Yeah,
he's not aware. We know Craig is smart, so we
yeah.
know you know. So don't act like you don't understand. But he keep well, I said that. No, I can't stand that shit. But the other thing too about the lies is, you want to talk about polls? Okay, let's talk about the jobs numbers that they, later on. And
They,
Fauci to
yeah,
admitted that he said this was going to happen too. By the way,
yeah.
just I do be listening. They revised that, so you can look at that like a poll. And,
And and they revised it so much it was way out of whack. Like 30% out of whack. It's not within the margin of error.
Yeah, so that's not a revision. You lying, and then
You're
you just
lying.
telling
Yeah.
the truth after the fact. And it's almost like, well, if that's what people are willing to believe, I'm like, nigga, man,
But you wouldn't allow the other party to do the same shit. So
you,
what's good for the goose should be good for the gander.
you,
And when you're trying to tell grown ass men with some type of intellectual prowess to turn off your logic, who's really trying to play who for the fool?
man, what I want to hear next time is I want to hear BGS ask Craig, you know what are you drinking? Because I want some of it,
I
for
mean,
a rainy day.
no, he
Edward,
no
you
no
should know this.
he believes that stuff. That's the whole thing. He's not drunk. He believes that shit.
Oh, by the way, I didn't get a chance to say this on the
Hmm.
last stream, but the Z's have a word. The Z's and the Alphas have a word for like what they were doing with that. Talk about the DNC thing.
Hmm.
They call it glazing.
Oh, talking about the oh shit.
Oh,
Oh
you know what
goddamn.
glazing?
Oh
You know what
yeah,
glazing
I know
mean,
I know
don't
what it
you?
means.
I
I know
do
what it
know what
means.
it
It
means, and
glazing.
that's the Z.
God. Oh
They say
Jesus
stop
Christ.
glazing that motherfucker.
I
Like,
mean, that motherfucker was looking pretty shiny, wasn't it?
and I was
That
like, you know what? That is an
motherfucker looked like a frosted donut when they got finished
Damn.
with it.
Now
Yeah,
I
they did.
feel
because
now I feel too young. I feel too young because glazing is a normal word for me. Like you acting like there's a new word.
it
It's
is.
been a,
Well,
It
it's
is.
been a way.
It's new
It's
for us.
it's slang. It's slang.
Yeah,
well,
it's
I'm
I
around them,
didn't.
so I'm
it,
around them, so I've been hearing that shit for years.
yeah. Well, I'm
I
not
didn't hear
saying
that
it's
shit
new.
till the damn Drake and
I'm
Kendrick
not.
beef.
I'm not saying it's new, but what I am saying is that's what the Z's like to use. That's their.
Yeah,
And
it's
I'm
actually the
hearing.
perfect word for it if you think about it.
Yeah, and so to be honest with you, as somebody that Krispy Kreme is in North Carolina, so Lord knows there's a whole bunch of glazed donuts.
Oh God.
Oh God.
It's just funny to me when I see that machine making those glazed donuts
Mhm.
and that's literally how the Democrat like they were the level of lying. I'm like, y'all are glazing y'all are
I
spit
mean,
shining these motherfuckers, man.
They
these
they don't have
these
a choice.
motherfuckers
They don't have
these
a choice.
motherfuckers were trying to go to Chick-fil-A on a Sunday and a barbershop on a Monday.
These motherfuckers are comparing Kamala to Abraham
Yeah.
Lincoln. You compare. I'm
Uh,
like,
What?
oh, well, like what somebody was saying that
yes.
the women take in home cooked food to a restaurant to take a picture
Well,
of their plate.
y'all, why are y'all
That's
so
crazy.
surprised about this? Y'all know black women be fives and they be thinking they
We're not
dimes.
talking about black women though. That's the
No,
problem,
no,
We
yeah,
Jesse.
yeah.
expect that from
Yeah.
them. That's the bad
What I'm
part.
saying is that's what the Democrats are actually doing. They're going to a
Yeah.
restaurant with home cooked food and putting their food on a plate and taking a picture like they're in the restaurant,
Oh
Mm.
yeah, that's some
dining.
Them
yeah, that's
motherfuckers, them motherfuckers taking sand to the
yeah, yeah.
beach and they taking water bottles to the ocean.
Shout out to black men for that, because that means black men are not as much taking these bitches out on these free dates, man. Yeah,
Uh-uh.
that
Yeah.
they
Now,
gotta.
now
Oh yeah,
Kamala's not
man.
Lincoln. Kamala is Andrew Johnson that came after Lincoln. Okay, that's who
Oh my
she is.
God.
So no one who cares about him. Okay.
In other words, he got to be president by default. He
Oh yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
elected.
You did the right thing by not showing up. Shout out to AB, but yeah, that shit that's too much bullshit for my credit card, man. Like I can't.
Can,
My credit card is Mac. You wouldn't have. Boy, they was glazing Kamala like for
can
real.
I ask the question? Are we already on the stage where everyone slowly finds out that there is no plan B with Kamala?
Well,
No,
she already took a
She
plan B. That's why she ain't got no children.
no. She is Kamala is Plan B. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
Kamala's probably like
Mhm.
Plan Z. You know,
Oh no! Here, oh this is the good one. I was off by then when he said that we got a D. Yo, great niggas, check this. When he said Mike said that the Democratic Party has a deep bench, and that
I heard
What?
that. I
is it.
heard that. Yeah, I heard
And I'm like, okay, if that's true, why the fuck is Kamala
the
running?
Harris. Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
shit,
I
if
know.
that's true, you wouldn't have put Biden in there in the
Yeah,
first place.
yeah.
What
If
the
you
fuck?
had a deep
A
bench,
deep bench.
That's
You mean
this is a quote. I am not misquoting him in no
No, I
degree.
heard him when he said it.
Yeah,
That's
he
it.
Yeah, I
well,
and,
remember that.
and
you know what? He's
he
absolutely right, though. He's absolutely right because the benches on the short bus are pretty deep and seat belted.
Yeah, and see,
They're
and with
seat
helmets,
man,
belted.
with their own individual helmets. Yes.
You gotta realize this. Like, you know what? I like a lot of the guys. I like a lot of the guys, regardless if they're Democrat in this space and Republican.
Hmm.
But when we go to brass tacks and say, how can you support this shit? There's times in the police department, I had to go talk to my lieutenant because I was upset about something and something that he initiated. And
Hmm.
I always do a closed door because, out of respect, because he's a much higher rank than me.
Yeah.
And I had to ask him, man to man, did you think that was wise? I had to do that to a couple of my sergeants before. I'm not trying to step on your toes, but there's a reason why you have me working certain shit. And I had to tell one sergeant, I've been on more missions kicking in doors doing this shit where you can just go take a nap and I'm gonna handle it.
Yeah.
With I'll take the motherfuckers there. All you got to do is sign the reports. You know what's gonna get done. Why would you initiate us into some dumb shit that's gonna get people killed?
I can imagine Charles going in there and closing the door real slow, and they'd be like, "No, well, I didn't say nothing. You can't speak freely. No,
No,
because
no,
the
no.
woman
They wouldn't do that because
no."
there were times when me
But
and the
do you
sergeant
do that,
came to blows.
Charles? Do you close the door slow? You go in there, you close it real so that's how they know it's
99% of the time, yes, because I have I have black parents, so you don't just let the screen door slam.
Yeah.
And most of the time, if I'm slamming it, that means I'm pissed because I'm usually not rude. Because sometimes there's a little secret. You do things habitually so people get to know your
Yes, sir.
character, your mannerisms, because they can tell, oh, you just bullshitting. Now, if you hear me slam the door, I'm pissed. So it's like you're gonna have to take me fucking seriously at that moment. But it's the same thing. Like, yo, you could have got us fucking killed, what you just did. I'm not gonna do it in front of everybody else because of military bearings and all that. But this is the same shit that I look at when I'm like asking people who is hell bent on anybody but Trump. You would rather you would rather have a bullet train to hell than the stairway to heaven. That's what you're telling me. You see the I hate this shit. When people tell me about their gas prices, their food prices, their energy prices, the money that the illegals are getting, the
Yeah.
money we sent to fucking Ukraine and Israel,
Hmm.
but you hell bent on supporting this bitch.
Yeah. Well,
Pick a
It's
struggle.
and they hate Trump worse than they hate the high
And,
prices and
and
all
you
that
know,
And
kind of
that's
stuff.
what all
and,
it comes down to. Because
yeah,
It
and
all
you
because
comes
when you
down.
say
know
support
they're not
Kamala, what are
Yeah.
you supporting? Because she hasn't really put out much
and you
policy
know
besides that
Yeah,
economic
you
plan.
know they not gonna
she, she,
stand
she,
on
she,
it.
Oh,
They
she,
gonna
because,
quiet.
she's not Trump.
They're
oh
just
yeah,
No.
by the
you know
way,
they're not
BGS, highlight what Theo just said. He ain't shit for that. But if you paying,
I
I'll
did.
do
I
it.
did. I did highlight it. Yeah, at the
I
same time.
wasn't looking at it. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, if he pays well enough,
Yeah.
our motto is
yeah,
for Theo.
they gonna
If the
suffer.
if the check
Suffer.
bounce, so will you.
They
So pay Theo his money, or he sending me.
oh yeah, so I'm about to leave, but on a lighter note,
Yeah. We're getting ready to close about 30 minutes
yeah,
anyway.
shout out to all the folks. I'm enjoying these tears, these drinking these tears of people crying because the acolyte got canceled. I
Oh
mean,
gosh.
yeah.
They're actually crying over that.
Oh
Really?
man, they act like they about to go to war for that
I,
shit.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that
Who
series sucked,
I'm
man.
like,
Why they
Yeah,
I'm
it does.
crying
like,
over that?
I'm like
who's crying
Disney.
over that?
It's a
All,
whole
all,
Nobody.
they
all
make
the fakers, that just come
yeah.
together
I guess
every
there's
time.
always somebody that
Man,
likes stuff.
Yeah,
So
and my
There's
thing is it's
there's still
190
people.
million.
What did he say? What did he say during Deadpool and Wolverine? There's still motherfuckers trying to ice skate uphill.
you know
Exactly.
what? As bad as the acolyte was, I thought it was gonna be even worse than that. But it needed to be canceled.
I mean, my
Mm.
thing is, it's a shout out to Artisan. It's 190 million. Disney did that shit. Talk about y'all bending the knee to races. I'm like, no, they bending the knee to the dollar. At the end of the fucking day, I say this before, I say it again. Women aren't supporting this shit. Like, I don't know why y'all keep acting like these quote unquote incels are getting something canceled. If women watch it, it don't matter. Like, for instance, to look at the WNBA, people are starting to watch that shit. Like I don't. They complaining
Be-
about that shit too.
it's
Bro.
because they're actually marketing it the right way. They're not selling basketball. They're selling clothes and drama.
Oh yeah,
They're selling drama.
Look at
them
the
chicks can't
look at how Barbie did.
Right,
Man, I
right,
seen they had
rivalries.
chicks in Ghana. They had
Yeah.
chicks in Ghana dressed in pink going to see
So,
that shit.
Do
oh yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
know?
yep,
Do you
yep. That's
know?
true.
Do you know
Yep,
because of that goddamn movie, right?
yeah,
At BlurCon, there was at least 150 women
yeah,
who had a mini little Barbie convention.
yep.
I mean, they were some bad bitches, though. I ain't gonna lie. Good,
Well,
good
hey,
almighty.
it's all money. So
So
Yeah,
it's
Yeah, like
funny.
receipts.
hey BGS, like how they marketed the NBA like in the '80s with Larry Bird and Michael
Hmm.
Johnson.
And
You kind
Magic
of see the
Johnson.
same thing with Caitlin Clark and
no, no, no. Basically, they marketed basketball in, with Bird and Magic, right? They're not marketing basketball with Caitlin Clark. It's drama, okay? We
yeah.
hate Caitlin Clark. Uh, we don't think she's part of the WNBA. Who fought who said who at the press conference, who got left off the Olympic team, and then the walk-in, which is the clothes, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That,
know,
that's
but
what
BGS, but with
yeah.
Mike,
And
with
plus,
Mike and Larry though, you kind of had. It's kind of like how like when people watch
No,
Mayweather,
no,
it's
no.
kind of
You
hold on.
you
Hold-
no, no, dude,
Back then,
you wasn't even
yeah,
alive, dude.
yeah.
What are you
Back
talking
then,
about?
No,
we like
I'm saying it's like a dynamic. It's like Mayweather
No,
fighting
no,
any white boxer. They just
no,
want to see
no,
that
no,
battle.
It's not
no,
if you're
the
going,
no,
same.
if you're
no.
gonna use Mayweather as your pinnacle of boxing, you already don't know boxing. Number two, did you notice this one thing about the WNBA? They're severely cutting down the the butchism. You don't see the bitches looking as butch and manly anymore, do you?
Well, yeah,
Yep.
you gonna have to get
Okay.
like at the end of the day, they're just gonna have to have a
They
paradigm change.
toned that shit down because that shit actually
On
But
sale.
but
that
they
shit
fight.
repels people, man.
But they trying to
Okay.
fight it.
Okay. This is what they're doing, right? This is something I said they should have done years ago, right? If they want to market it to women, right? This is Stephen A. Talked about the tunnel outfits,
Right.
right?
Meanwhile,
It's the Grand Glazler.
the Las Vegas Aces who received their championship rings in the front of the home crowd. But did y'all see the arrival outfits of stars like Asia Wilson, previously mentioned, and Kelsey Plum? Well, social media did. Check this out, y'all.
Oh, look at them
Look at
legs.
I mean, you got to be bold. You got to be confident to be rocking that.
Look
And
at
I
them
have
goddamn legs, though.
Asia Wilson. I mean, look, I'm a dad of two daughters. That's just me being an old-fashioned kind of dude that I am. I want you covered up a little bit more, but I'm not blind. Asia Wilson looked pretty damn fly. Okay, that's a fly-ass outfit right there, and she looked damn good in it. Okay, and you're 6'8", 6'9", you got legs like that. I can't knock her. The outfit was slamming. She looked great in it, styling and profiling. I gotta give credit is due and stand down and say they both look pretty damn good. They really, really did. Athletic with beauty and obviously marketing genius as well. Gotta give it up. The ladies are the future. They the past, the present, and the future. If you're being quite honest with you, every man that's smart knows
Oh God.
women are what
Bullshit.
makes the world
That's
But
go
why I
look,
round. So
say
really,
Cigarette
That,
Glazer.
that's what
yeah,
they're
but
that's what they're selling.
that clip is for women though. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
I mean,
the
who are they trying to market to, right? This is just common, right?
Yeah, it's not the same. It's literally not the same.
like you see, they're toning down the fucking shit.
That's why they're trying to market. They're trying to appeal to females. That's what females like.
Yeah, that's what they supposed. And it's like, oh well, this is beneath me. I'm like, yo, they film them niggas coming in here too.
I
They not
mean,
they have not
what
crossed into the territory of something they not
look
doing with dudes.
look what they look at when they study this shit very well. When you look at the athletes who walk down, guess what they notice? They notice on other sports, the male sports, that's when they get their highest female viewership when they
Yes,
walk and show their fashion.
yes,
They
yeah,
want females to be colorful. They want females to show that they're either boss bitch or the drama bitch or ooh, this bitch don't like this bitch. Oh, they elbowed that bitch and I know they would fight. They will even fucking they got pro wrestler fucking writers in the back. Oh, they fought in that steel cage match in the back of
it,
the
it,
fucking
they're,
they're
they're,
just scripts on
they're,
the drama.
they're selling drama and clothes. That's what they're doing.
Yeah,
Which
it's nearly
women.
as if you try to market to something, men and women are fundamentally different.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
took them long enough to find that shit out,
Now,
but hey,
now, Caitlin Clark plays more like a man. That's how the
Yep.
guys are coming in and watching because the brand of basketball is changing. They want women that should be included. So they're selling drama and what? And clothes. That's why this big change in money.
I just
Women
love when
support.
they be going off talking about the fans, talking about oh they see new fans. They be saying
Yeah,
this shit on ESPN now.
yeah, yeah,
These new fans, they're the problem. They're
yeah.
trying to. And I'm like, you either want money, you fucking don't.
No, that's part of the hype. These new fans and Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese and the coach doesn't like these new NBA folk, the WNBA rookies and yada 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 every week.
Hey, BGS. What sold people in pro wrestling?
Yeah, yeah, drama.
The, it's the athleticism and it's
Yeah,
the characters and it's
yeah,
the drama.
it's the
Well,
drama.
who was it during when you were coming up? Who was the main guy who everybody hated in pro wrestling would buy a ticket to see him get his ass whooped?
I don't know.
By your time in the '80s, Flair was the man who everybody
Okay,
wanted to.
okay.
Did the system work?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Think about that. You're selling out baseball stadiums in the '80s for the NWA title to see this braggadocious motherfucker styling and profiling. Even he had to say it. Why? Because it sold the drama.
yeah.
It's sold. People want to see him get his comeuppings.
I mean that's
Think
how
about it.
Floyd made his money.
Yeah. Everybody, it's simple. It's they took him like 30 years to do it, but it's simple
Yeah,
shit.
because they wanted to prove they were as good as the boys instead of making money.
And they proved that they weren't. But
Yeah,
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 for 30 years straight.
yeah.
that's
Shout
why
out to
that's
Angel Reese for getting her Reese's Pieces like deal.
That's what she should have done. Wear them little booty shorts, your baddie starter kit with your large eyelashes and shit like that, and make your money. I'm not
Mm.
mad at her.
Yeah,
If I was her agent, bitch, you better start a clothing line.
Yeah, and learn how to shoot a layup for a change.
yeah,
Why
she
not?
got a
God,
shoe deal. She got a shoe deal too. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, yeah, she's in the position where
yeah,
the better she gets, the more upward,
yeah.
damn.
like progress she'll get.
Yeah,
Like, so.
yeah. I mean, think about it. When Kennedy Blaze did that fucking suplex at the Olympics,
Is this Obsidian?
guess what fucking T-shirt sold the fuck out the first day?
Hold
Yeah,
on,
That fucking
Obsidian.
if this is
that,
old man, speak up. Otherwise, I'm gonna drop you. Old man, speak up, speak up, speak up. Okay.
Obsidian has his shit. Yeah, Obsidian is always ready to
Nah,
go in.
that's not Mr.
Yeah,
Anderson.
that's not a fitting.
Obsidian is
Yeah,
always he got that mic on point.
And
yeah,
he got the echoes. He got the echo chamber going.
Yeah, he don't need to
Right.
do all of that. Get ready. These
yeah.
motherfuckers, you loser ass motherfuckers, get some
Like,
pussy.
I mean, think about it. When Kennedy Blaze did that goddamn
We
suplex
got
at
about
the Olympics,
we got about 20 minutes. We'll go ahead.
she started a T-shirt, and that shit sold out the first day on online orders. Her gear sold the fuck out. Why?
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody fell in love with her because hey, she's a highly Christian 20-year-old girl, and she be tossing bitches like motherfuckers tossing out their trash. That was a cool ass. Duh, ride the wave.
Yeah, and
Like
that's another thing.
duh.
And that's another thing with these chicks being broke as fuck. Stop acting like motherfuckers are not paying attention to the fact that y'all don't be buying shit from these chicks. Like they really be trying to act like, this is why these females ain't selling those CDs like Glorilla and Ice. That's because these chicks are supposed to be buying that shit, and y'all are broke as fuck. Y'all can't even spend $10 on a goddamn fucking stream list, but they want to talk about everybody else is broke.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
Right. It's projection. They projecting they brokenness on everybody else.
well, yeah, yeah. It's sign language. It's shaming. They want to shame you. That's what they're doing right now.
And that's what I was talking about. Like these type of requirements they expect for try not to curse for people for men to try to attain to. Like, bro, I'm not trying. I'm like, if I make $250,000 a year, I don't want you.
Well,
Okay. I don't care if you make why you want her making $20,000 a year.
Right, you know, you getting right, right for 50 grand, 50,000,
Okay.
50,000.
I played a whole I played a whole video about Chinese men and the requirements. Guess what they doing? I'd rather be single. I'd
And
rather
it's
go
less
overseas to get another woman. That's
right,
it.
and there's more men than women over there.
Yeah, I know. So why we listening to these broads?
Huh.
And
because
but
who ain't got
black
mattresses.
men, but BGS, black men are the biggest simps. There's no second.
Why do we listen to these broads and then
No,
complain about the
black
requirements?
men are not the biggest sims. Like
They
you
Right,
said.
they have
black
they
men
have
are the biggest simps.
they have a right to demand their price. Okay, if they want to, you don't have to.
But they gotta accept but they got it. But they're not consumers, so
Uh,
they
but
don't.
I have a whole video called "Leave Them on the Lot." Okay,
hmm I said, think about this, right?
Leave them on the line.
leave them on the
It's,
lot.
it's in
But
excess
these
of 2 million black women to black men in America. Like
Leave them
we should be dictating the price. We should be
leave
dictating everything.
leave them on the lot. They can dictate the price if they want. It's called supply and
it
demand.
doesn't
There's no
mean you'll
demand.
buy, does it?
Yeah, yeah.
Here's
Leave them
here's
on the
the
lot.
crazy part. Here's the crazy part, BGS.
Mhm.
When we look at this situation, it always reminds me that it teaches you how much women don't especially black women don't understand men.
Mhm.
Men are pragmatic by nature. I'm gonna go the path of least resistance. You get it. Guess what? I bet you in the next few years, put stock in fucking Jergens and
Mhm.
baby oil and fucking Sony and Microsoft, the PlayStation and Xbox. Because men will say,
Don't
you
forget
know what?
Nintendo.
Yeah, that too. Because
Yeah, I
they'll be
know, but
like this.
console
I can't.
console gaming.
Hey,
I
hey, 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 hey! Calm down now.
because guess what? What did men figure out during COVID? I got my online. I got my money. I got enough food to feed me. I'm eating good.
Mhm.
I'm got my weight set. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do. I don't have no nagging. I can't afford this bitch, but I know what I can afford.
If
And guess what? I wish I could put stocks in prostitution. Shit. The
Well, they
motherfucker's gonna be like, shit, we gonna make it a blockbuster night, nigga.
well
and,
at
and
this
I'm
point
switching.
Go ahead,
this
Jay. Go let Jay get in, man. He's been trying to get in, man. Go ahead, man. What do you want to say?
Hey, look, let me tell you something.
Real quick.
Both my both my sisters are black women, right?
Okay.
They very beautiful. Oh, let me mute this TV. They very beautiful women. But guess
Okay.
what?
What?
Guess what?
Okay.
They are single.
Okay.
Not only are they single, they ain't got no kids,
Okay.
and their time is running out. They gonna be some two cat ladies, man.
That must be what they want. Okay.
And then check this out though.
Hmm.
I'm looking at them like you guys are failures, man. Y'all can't even do what y'all was built to do. Was
No,
to have some at least have some
why, why,
children.
why are they failures? Okay. Why are they failures?
Because as a woman, your whole purpose is to have children.
The human beings have a right to determine what their purpose is. They don't want to have no kids. Don't have no kids.
Oof.
While they're failures, and then check this out. I
Real
took
quick.
note. I took notes. I'm making these hoes pay. I got an older woman right now.
Okay.
You gotta
All
make
right.
these hoes pay.
No
I
free
don't know
dick.
if he is high or is he
Hey,
No,
not
low.
no,
free
no,
to
no, 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 no. He's not high.
hey, hey,
He's
look, and
not high.
look, check it out.
Real
She
quick.
owns three.
Last
She owns.
point. Last point.
That's
Go
what
ahead.
she owns 3 daycares.
Okay. How
Drizzle,
old is
drizzle.
How old is she?
She
How
is
old
in
is
her 50s though.
she? I ain't mad at you. Go ahead.
Drizzle, drizzle,
Snake Man.
baby.
Go ahead, Snake Man.
Now, I like the energy right here, and I don't want to hold up. I have one question. If you can answer it at the end, BGS.
Go ahead.
Okay, okay, we can do it right now. I had a little bit of discussions
Uh huh.
because you know the Uma Johnson versus Mouse discussion about what did hip hop and then a little bit about collective and group dynamics and all of that.
Uh huh.
And I brought up your name and what you said, and people didn't believe I know you and you know me.
Oh, they didn't.
So they just don't. I don't know why. They say they watch every video about you, but I just wanted to
I
beg you to say to give me legitimacy, master teacher.
Snake. What the thing is? Do you use your moniker, Snake Man?
Yes, as I always tell the people that I'm Snake Man.
Okay. Yeah. Have you been with me for how many years?
Well,
6, 7, at
Yeah,
least.
six,
Yeah.
seven.
Yeah.
Not always on, but 6,
Yeah.
7. Yeah.
6, 7 years. So
Did they hit you with the tether
I,
attack?
I,
Nigga, you
no,
a tether, you don't know shit.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they would even know who I was.
I mean, shit. I want to know what they said about BGS. Shit, that's what I want to know. What did they do? They weren't
What
talking
type?
shit.
Whose panel you was on?
It was a Pan African panel.
Oh, I didn't know they knew who I
Oh,
was.
were you over there
And
with
plus,
my
Or Dinus?
our
Was it Dinus?
mutual Kenyan friend?
mutual
Oh,
Kenyan friend.
you talking about O'Shea?
No, 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 no.
No,
He
Mr.
talking
Long
about
Neck,
K.
no hairline.
That's that. Who's no hairline? I don't.
Probably a sad nigga shit, but like we know.
I thought it was O'Shea, but it's not O'Shea.
No, it was not. It was someone you don't know. It was small people who claims that they watch you, but yeah, it looks like they don't.
I mean, we
Oh,
would see
okay.
them in the chat, man, at some
I
Nah,
point.
guess.
I just asked because I remember a couple of years ago I was on a Pan African panel and Snake Man randomly popped up.
Uh huh.
That's
Okay.
why I was asking.
I'm,
I thought it
I
was
mean,
Kai's. So
who?
there's a PhD
Uh huh.
A homeless
Pan
PhD
African.
crackhead.
Okay.
So
Homeless.
that's whose panel you was on, the Kenyan brother.
Yeah. And
Oh,
no,
okay, yeah.
I mean,
no.
you
It
guys
was
got
more.
a
It was
you got a
multiple
name?
discussion.
You got a name?
It was one time it was Kaiser's and it was one time who was it?
You niggas
Supreme
got
King
a name, or
Coon.
do you
Oh,
got
Supreme
a
Coon.
link?
Okay, I know
Uh,
them. Okay,
and
Supreme
then it
Coon.
was I don't know. I hold
So
conservative. And
basically,
basically, I was arguing
Who,
against them.
who,
I was arguing against them, and
who's conservative? Okay. Yeah. All
yeah,
right.
I
I
just
was
want to
arguing
say,
against them, and yeah.
the connection that you will probably know, BGS is Ike.
Oh, okay. From
Yeah,
You know
Ike
Ike,
is
right?
like
The
okay.
Nigerian.
Yeah, he's Nigerian. Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
that's probably the link that you would
Oh,
know to the
okay.
I
And
think you know him as
I
Masashi Kwa, or I don't know how
something
you
like that. I don't
say
know who you talk about now. I had to check him a
wait a
yeah.
minute.
couple
Isn't he
times.
the albino?
No,
it.
No,
Ike is
Ike's
talk,
albino.
about
talk about the Kenyan.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because
I had
no,
to
I
check.
was referring. You said Ike.
I had to check him for talking shit a couple times. You know.
No, I
Oh, I
just
see.
wanted to, but that's why I wanted to at the end, because we go into the reads and all. I just wanted
Okay.
to call upon you to give me legitimacy, because
Oh,
people don't
okay.
believe me that you know me and I know you.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Then you
I don't
can.
even know if that would
Yeah. No, all you gotta do is clip this, man. You and you have proof now. Yeah, just clip it.
I'm not. I'm studying programming, but I'm not that smart. So
Oh, it's called screen record, Negro. Okay, your phone can.
Wait a minute. He's Nigerian. He should be saying, "I'm studying, but I'm not very clever.
No,
Not very clever."
your phone has it's called screen record. Play the clip and record it. Okay.
And my man Snake Man just hit the Hogan's Heroes. I know nothing.
so
Sound like shit.
so
no,
BGS.
because the
I
girl's always asking, "Oh, if you know him, drops the link." And I said to myself,
I know what you're talking about now. Okay. Yeah.
so so I would say that he's a legitimately intelligent dude, but they got some stupid people over there, man.
Who's that?
I come from the pro black community. No, not. I'm not talking about Ike. Ike is very intelligent, very astute.
Hmm.
I'm saying some of the people that come on the panels
Okay. The
in the
civilians.
other guy's panel.
Oh, the civilians. Yeah. They don't know
So it's
anything,
a
man.
on the the
I,
Pan African stuff. It gets
I
very
want to call them village people. Okay. That's why I think about them.
"No,
Okay.
I said this was not that too grimy." Like so,
They,
so
they,
one guy, so one elder I always have conflict with, that weird as fascist communist.
eh,
That pisses me off.
I talked to a girl, man, and said that there's the village, there's the ghetto, and then there's the city. Okay. And these people are in the from the village. They're rural. Okay. They don't know shit.
Bunch of
And
country bumpkins.
the worst thing is most of them are English. That is the worst thing.
That is Western. Okay. That's half of Africa is English. Speaks
Nah,
English. Oh yeah. Okay. Name the countries that don't speak English.
no. I mean, I agree, but I don't like it.
Oh.
I would rather have discussion with French people that are even less like than with English.
You know,
It's a
that's a hell of a
straight
That's
comment.
English.
that's even worse. The
That's
French.
a hell of a comment coming from a German Nigerian. Ain't that a bitch?
Because I'm trying to learn Swahili. So
Uh,
well.
Not a
If
difficult
Kamala
language
get in
to
office,
learn
you're gonna
for a
need to
change.
learn Swahili and bring your ass over to Kenya.
Hey,
Oh,
BGS,
listen,
yeah, you're gonna need
trying to
that
learn
everywhere.
Swahili and actually learning Swahili is two different things, BGS.
say what? How do you
Trying
know
to
me?
learn and actually learning is two different things.
How do you know
I,
me? No, wait,
I would have.
how would you know?
I'm just talking shit.
Oh, all right, I figured.
Nah, what I would
Uh,
have said is, BGS, don't be surprised. There are some dialects who claim to be Swahili. When you speak normal Swahili, they don't understand you.
Yeah,
Or accents.
or basically they learn it. I'm learning that they read it better than they speak it.
Mm.
And what I've heard is it's easier to speak English than Swahili. That's what I've heard. Unless you have certain phrases that
it's
like
so
yeah.
funny.
Way more easier. Way
That's
more
what I.
easier.
Oh, well, that's what I've heard. I don't know.
So Jesse, did you already have the Kenyan chicks on standby when I touch grass?
So what again?
I was telling
Oh
Jesse,
yeah, oh yeah.
I see you have them
I
on
mean,
standby for me
I
when I
have
touch grass.
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Oh, what happens is
I have a good network in Kenya. I have a good network.
yeah. They're pretty black
So
American
yeah,
friendly.
you.
That's what I'm hearing.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Who's
Ooh.
that, Kenya?
Yeah, I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. They like black Americans. That's what I'm
With
hearing.
with the
Coming up.
comments you got highlighted, yeah, I used to go over there to that panel, and I had to check a couple people over there because it was getting disrespectful over there
Yeah.
in terms
Did they call
of
you? Did they
like
call you?
stupid
No,
people.
no, no,
Man,
no. But did they call you because I remember you? They gave me over there. I'm known as a African American booty clapper.
Okay. All right.
Don't know why.
What the hell?
And I have no idea what that means. Okay, African American booty clapper. What does that mean?
I guess that's their version of the African booty
basically,
scratch.
it's
I
saying
don't.
like he's sticking up for African Americans, glazing African Americans, basically.
I'm not glazing. I'm just telling the facts and the truth. I even
Hmm.
bring
So,
statistics.
so, so in other words, I would tell them. So, what European country do you suck dick from? That's what I would ask them.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that hurt.
Hmm.
That's deep.
Okay.
Yeah, balls deep.
Yeah.
That's balls deep. They deep throw like a motherfucker.
At least we rebel against them. What do you guys do?
Bend over, literally frontwards and backwards.
Hmm. And it's your country, okay?
I mean, that's why I kind of stopped going on that panel because it's kind of productive. Because like, okay, you can check the stupid people, but then it's kind of like you'll have the genuine people that's kind of pissed off because it's like, well, damn, you kind of shitting on us too, type thing.
Well,
But
yeah,
yeah,
shit
check
on you.
your email. I'm gonna send you something.
I,
I'm gonna
I
send you
do.
something to help you with your
No,
Swahili learning.
okay. What's his name? I think it's Kizo. I think that was his name.
The
Whatever.
Yeah,
Kaiser's Empire.
Kaiser,
Yeah.
Kaiser.
And in other words, I had to check
Yeah.
him real hard, man. He had to shut the fuck up. You don't have no
Yeah,
idea what
he
you're
has
talking about.
sometimes I don't know which channel he still have on. He has those clips where he gets smoked all the time and then pretends like, oh, I won because those people in the black manosphere don't understand what
Yeah.
truly alpha is or some shit
No,
like
no. He can. Motherfucker, you ain't fucking alpha. Shut the fuck up, okay?
Get
Dumb
your
ass.
monkey ass down.
Get your monkey ass down, okay? Otherwise, you wouldn't be online talking to us, okay? Shut
You
up.
Nah,
got
I already checked him because we found out that he is at this British eating crumpet shitting
Yeah, yeah,
Kenyan.
yeah, it is. It is.
Kenyan basically was an emo, what automatically makes you not
it.
alpha. Like it doesn't
So
matter.
so wait a
Like
Okay.
minute. If he was so alpha, right?
Define emo for me. I'm not sure I quite get it. What's emo?
British is basically it's a British version. What is a little bit more punks than depressing. It's still depressing. Like we listen to some of
Basic.
his songs.
Hold on. Go,
We,
no, go
we
ahead.
listen to some of his songs. Half of
Okay.
them is just screaming, and the
Oh,
other half it
oh,
is about.
he's an
He's a
emo kid.
he's a emo.
Oh, the emo kid. Okay, I get you. I got.
Think about like Wednesday Adams.
Yeah. I know what emo is. What I'm saying is that I want to. When it comes from a different culture, I actually want them to actually define it for me because it could be different. That's
Yeah.
why I
Well, it's
asked.
Or
basically
prime example of emo would be
every time he brings up a use this picture.
Hmm. Yeah. All right, we got it. Closing thoughts, folks. It's that time.
But
Go ahead.
I'm also though, BGS. Thank you again, brother. Don't lose don't lose no sleep, don't lose no hair.
Yeah.
We got a
That's why.
flight season.
That's why I had to come on and get this out while it was still fresh. I don't want to
perfect.
sit with it. Yeah.
What
I
did
like
Craig say? What did he
I
say
like
that makes you so upset?
Oh, it didn't make me. It made me sad is because he said Kamala Harris will actually have a platform and talking points and something like that, right? By the time the DNC came about, the convention came about. But the thing is, it didn't show up. I said, when is she actually going to do it? Maybe the debate. So what is going to happen if she doesn't do it then? Well, she really doesn't need to have a platform or talking points or promises.
So he moves the goalpost all the time. Like
And
You're
you
shifting
saying
the goalpost.
she doesn't need a goalpost okay, because the polls say she's winning anyway.
really? I thought she was losing.
According to the polls, she's winning anyway. Okay. Why should I actually commit myself to any kind of talking points or platforms or any what I'm going to do if I don't have to? Okay.
Is the hate for Trump this big?
Yes, I guess so.
Okay.
he even said it.
Yeah. All right,
Well,
folks. Go
Well,
ahead.
my closing thought is, first of all, before I do, I will have to contend and with Snake Man later for the cultural appropriation he's been committing with the
What do you what
name.
do you what do you mean? What do you mean?
What is that? What is that word you're using?
I
Grand,
don't
what is
know.
it?
What?
Grand Negus, yeah.
Negus. I mean, you mock my people and you try to use our word for king. That
But
is our word. What's the Igbo word for king? I wonder.
they also used it in Star Trek. So,
Oh,
Grand
did
Negus.
they?
Yes.
Grand
Yes.
Negus? All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I stand corrected then. But I
Okay.
still have a bone to pick with him later after this.
All right.
Anyway, y'all ain't shit and God bless y'all for it.
It,
Have a
it
blessed Sunday.
ain't gonna. It never been shit and ain't gonna be shit.
Nope, nope,
Hey,
nope. Matter of
we
fact,
still gonna be dancing later, BTS.
All right.
oh man, I like to say,
Man,
hey, 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 smoke weed every day.
Say off
and
the
I would like to
weed.
say, get your passports and get the hell out of the matrix. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Really?
At this point, this might be. At this point, fellas, like I told you last week, Jesse, when you said, Charles, it sounds like you don't have any hope. And I'm like, nigga, I never had it to begin with. What's
That's
the
what I
most
like to
famous
hear.
quote I heard? You can have 20% of my school pride, because the
I,
other 80 I just don't have.
I heard that. Okay.
Charles is gonna be either in Senegal or in the Gambia, and he's gonna be coaching in the national wrestling team.
He's gonna be a kept nigga in Liberia with the track runners. That's what he's gonna be.
Oh yes, Lord. Oh my goodness. I gotta sing you BGS. I'm gonna sing you this track. Good God Almighty. Oh, oh,
I'm well acquainted with track booties, man.
oh my God. I was that. See, people don't understand what happens every 4 years. What happens to me? I turn into a goddamn 18-year-old again. Damn, it was not an ugly bitch at
That
the
makes
end.
you feel
I
that
loved
young,
it.
Only every
and you ain't
four
that
years.
old.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The candy grams don't do it for you. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. Anybody else want closing
Not
thoughts?
like they
Is that
used
it?
to.
Well,
Anybody
BGS,
else?
like I
Yeah.
said, don't lose your hair, don't lose
Yeah.
no sleep. And if you do, we got a flight for you to Brazil, brother. That's take care of you.
Uh, all right. All right.
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out to shout out to Rebecca Andrade. The fine ass.
Andrade, Rebecca Andrade.
Oh,
Essa é
all
seu
right.
nome, nós
I would
conhecemos.
say, first of all, thank you, giving me legitimacy, BTS, and I'm surprised that you don't try to die on the hill because
No,
I thought,
no, not me. Yeah, I don't. I
okay,
don't.
and then I will say to the end, me, the supreme negus of all the honors, because my hairline starts not at the back of the head, says good night.
Hey, where were you last Friday? Where were you last Friday though, Negus, sick man?
I watched the stream
Uh
and
huh.
then I thought, okay, he doesn't go on. Then I go to sleep. Then I wake up and then I thought that you had a stream afterwards, and yeah, I missed it.
Hey, Miss Dr. Marifa, I was just saying where I said sick man's not here.
Yeah, because I literally saw the last 10 minutes and I thought to myself, God damn, it's exactly the time I went to sleep.
Yeah.
And
All
don't
right.
hate me.
Is that
And
it?
BGF.
Yeah.
Don't
Appreciate you for having me on, man. I mean, don't let these pedestrians kill you, man.
hmm
I'm done, man. After Craig said that shit, I was done. I said, okay, man.
and
Yeah.
BGF.
I give up.
Don't
Yeah.
hate
Yeah.
don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Don't hate me
I
because
admire you, man, because you that nigga over. That's what I said. That nigga
uh,
over there. Okay.
I got a call
Uh
from a chick I didn't hear from for 4 years,
huh.
and she broke up with her chick, and now she buying a house.
Broke up with her chick or her dude.
I said it. I didn't stutter.
Okay. Yeah. All
Well,
right.
well, I was the side guy for a minute.
That's funny when you side guy for a lesbian. Only you, Charles. Only you, sir. Only you. Shout out
Um,
to you. Yeah.
I have different names during different spy missions. Hers was boyfriend number two, and it was funny because she was like,
Hey, did she say this?
And you're like, oh my God, God is on earth.
Amen Ra, Amen Ra.
All right. All right. Anybody anybody else? Last thoughts, real quick, before I go? No? Yes? No? All right. All right, folks, we out of here. See, where's my brand? There he is.
Muzyka Denis Siedem.